Then car push your ass downs. Considering, well, whole parking lot, two people. Be the judge, knowing it's fucked up in a way.
Rico, got that. It's your boy Yo in the building, Mr. He came with that soft ass hat, but it's all good. Mr. Big Chest, he be talking shit on my name, but that's all he got is shit talk. He can't back shit up. I don't do no talking. I'm like the Black Mamba. I don't talk, I walk. That's all I know. All I do is back up whatever I say. Mr. Big Chest, he wish he was on my level, but he ain't. He always talking shit on my name, but I left the shit. Cause all Big Chest know about is trying to get the girls. He walk up to the girls, they were like, hell no. I'd rather date Dan Marley instead. That's the facts, you feel me? I'm the GOAT for a reason. Niggas be hating my name, I pull up to the court and I give niggas buckets, left, right, crossovers, mid-range jumpers, like the Black Mamba, it's all good. I be like a massacre when I pull to the court, niggas get scared like Lamont. Lamont say he better than me, but I laugh at it. I don't take Lamont serious, he's 6'1", with the messed up leg, it's all good and gravy. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying that shit, my bad, that's fucked up, that's on me. I'm supposed to come in here like a number 2 pistol, but I came in here like trash. But it's all good. I come to the court and I give niggas dumps. Niggas say I can't dump, but I'm showing what's up. Niggas like True the King try to check me, but he 5'8", I can't see True the King, too short. The lady on the panel said that Big Chest was jacking off. He might have been. I ain't gay though. I'm done right there. You feel me?
I'm the GOAT. I'm in your head. I'm in your brain. I'm in your soul. I live inside you. You hear my name every time you wake up.
Rico, got
Every time you wake up.
That's a pretty cool thing. So I wrote on my shoes tonight. I think I put Mamba for life, 824 KB, because it's really that mutual. So.
I want one answer only. Who was the guy that brought chills up and down your spine when he came onto the floor? The greatest player you ever saw.
That would have to be the GOAT.
Curry got robbed.
Yo! Whoa! Hit the like and subscribe button, man. Turn your post notifications. It's your boy Goat Mike in the building. If you're new to the channel, you ain't to like, subscribe. Something wrong with you. Hit the like and subscribe button. We here, man. We in the building, man.
I just got out the gym, white boy. Imagine a white
You ain't
version
got no
of you.
muscle. You ain't got no muscles.
That's true. That's true. Definitely can't be pushing no 1,000-pound carts like you can. That's just fucking nuts, dude.
Damn right.
You're a big dude. I still think you should do security or like something like that, dude. Use your size to make yourself some money.
I'm too old for football.
Security.
Oh, hell no.
You could be like a bodyguard or a door security.
Nope. Because I'm going to take it too far. I'm not going to be able to keep it job level. If I'm a security and I have to get into an altercation with somebody, it's going to go left.
You can't tone it down.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, I guess it's not for you. Curry definitely got fucked over, dude. Curry got fucked over. Are you a Steph Curry fanboy?
I already knew Curry wasn't going to win.
Why?
Because nobody wins over LeBron. LeBron James can average 5 points a game. His team wins, and he'll get the MVP. LeBron always gets the MVP. He got it in all his championships. He gets it in his gold medals.
What is it with some of you guys? You're obsessed with LeBron James.
I'm not obsessed with LeBron.
You're a Lakers fan, I know, but I'm saying some guys are like obsessed with him. Like, you know how Texas is with Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah. No, I don't think. I think Pat Mahomes is just he's playing on a great team. But Jordan Love looked good today, man. He looked good. He's showing you why the Colts can't fuck with us.
How much you want to bet on that game? Tough guy.
I gotta see if Love. I gotta see if Love is healthy. If Love's out
let's
there,
wait till a few days before.
easy money.
We'll wait till a few days before the game to see who's playing. Obviously, we're only betting if both our quarterbacks are starting. Oh, my God.
Here's the difference. Your quarterback sucks.
How the fuck does Anthony Richardson suck? He's unproven.
If I'm comparing him to Jordan Love, he's nowhere close.
Jordan Love did have a remarkable season last year. Truly.
Yep, and they're gonna do it again.
Yeah, your team's a real contender, man. I bet you're excited.
Mm-hmm.
Packers are doing way better than they thought. With they're supposed to rebuild, and now they're like already a legit contender. Almost made the Super Bowl last year.
All we had to do was get rid of Rodgers. That boy Love looking spooky. Just the way he sees the game. Whew. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, yeah.
Where's Stambo at? Oh, look at that Latina. She's a tiny little thing. A lot of Latinas in this town. There he is. And these girls are looking for some dick tonight. You hear me? Host. Oh, fuck. Host.
Bro, you sound crazy as hell what you just said, bro.
There's Latinas everywhere tonight. I was living on a rich town on the east side, and now I'm on the north side. It's a lot more lower income, so there's just I don't know, women are just not nearly as stuck up here. They're just everywhere. Riding around in their rickety old cars or just walking around on the street. There's like street people everywhere here. Like bitches on the street, bitches in old cars. See, where I was living, all the girls are driving like BMWs and Mercedes and Lexus, and they expect you all to make 300,000 a year as an engineer, and if you don't, you're like not good enough for them. But here, the girls are a lot more down to earth. They're just regular people. I don't like stuck-up girls, is what I'm trying to say. Like, as long as the guy's trying to do good by himself, that should be good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Friends with benefits is the way to go.
Well, I mean, you can say that, but there ain't nothing like a soulmate and a wife and a mother of your children.
Shit. I highly disagree with that.
Yeah, well, why do you think you're here? Why do you think I'm here?
Man, ain't no such thing as soulmate.
Oh, come on.
No such thing, buddy.
There's some good women out there, Mike. Some real good women.
Shit. I ain't finna tell myself the one pussy. Nope.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't expect to hear that.
I'm just saying, because once that shit get loose and you married to her, what you gonna do, nigga?
It doesn't need to get loose.
When that body ain't the same no more in the bedroom. No, with doors. When the body ain't the same in the bedroom, what you do?
Some of these women, that pussy has a death grip its whole life. It just will grip and not let go. One time I was fucking.
I can't tell myself to one female because, but Doris, missing the point. I can't tell myself to one chick, bro, because once she starts to fall off, I'm not gonna be as attracted to her no more. I'm just saying, bro. Once the body fall off, looks fall off, bro, I can't tell myself to one woman, bro. Nope. I gotta have multiple, at least 4 to 5. You today, you the next day, you the next day. One girl on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
When I was in my early 30s, there was this woman I met. She was 48. Dude, she was 48. And that pussy, I couldn't get enough of it. That shit was so tight. She'd had like God knows how many kids. And 2 of them were twins. But she was Asian, and that thing was so fucking tight. I remember one time I fucked her 5 times in a row in this hotel room. I just kept fucking her, pulling out, coming, fuck her again. I'm telling you, man, some women, their pussy stays good their whole life. Especially if they do stuff like gymnastics or hip thrusts or anything that works the pelvic floor. That shit's going to stay really tight for you.
That's not guaranteed.
I don't know, man. If your woman is into fitness and taking care of herself, they can age pretty fucking well. But there's more to life than sex and beauty and stuff. Like Jesus. Hallelujah, Lord. Where'd the goat go? Let's look at this Colts game. Colts are playing the Packers on second week. Let's look at this. 2024 Indianapolis Colts. Okay. Fucking cheeseheads. We're gonna fuck you up. Bunch of fucking sissies. Okay. We're at the Packers September 15th, 1 p.m. Lambeau Field. You fucking, oh my God, I can't wait for that. Week 1, I'm playing HC's Texans in Indy. I don't think I'm playing the teams of any other people's teams in here. Actually, with our schedule, we can make the playoffs. We're playing the Giants, the Patriots, the Jets, the fucking Vikings, the Titans, the Bears. Shit.
Yo.
We could definitely make the playoffs. Holy shit. Is that Infamous?
Infamous in the building.
Playboy!
Mr. 80 Stokes in the building.
Man, there's a lot of, listen, man, the time is short. The D is long, but the time is short. So there's a lot of things I got to cover before I get up out of here.
Take the soapbox.
You gotta have to take it. There's so much. Yo, Mike, can I take the soapbox? There's a lot of stuff I got to get off my mind, man.
Take the soapbox, sir. You got it.
Okay, let's first start with the US game. Great game, by the way. Why are people acting like Curry saved the US? The game was already in doubt. Curry did not save the team. He may have saved them in the Serbian game. I will admit that. He showed up in the Serbian game, but where was Curry the first couple of games in the tournament? He was non-existent. He disappeared. So those people who are complaining that he didn't get the MVP are just prisoners of the moment, because LeBron has been the most consistent player from the start of the tournament to the end. He generated 12 points. 12 points were generated in the fourth quarter, either off LeBron's points or assists. So all these Negroes, ninjas, coming in here talking that, oh man, the MVP should have went to Curry. No, nigga. It's the MVP of the tournament, not a game. Now, like I said, let's give Curry his flowers. Curry played a great game. I'm not going to deny that. Played a great game. The Serbian game is where he finally showed up, and he played a great game today as well. But people are acting like if he didn't play today, or the US would have lost. Trust me, if you watch the game, the game was already in doubt from the tip-off. Pause. So the game was already in doubt. We already knew who was going to win. Mike, did you watch the game?
No, actually, I was actually at work, so I didn't get to see it.
Okay, I thought you saw it. But you know already, Mike. You didn't even have to watch the game to know who was going to win, right? correct?
I didn't know USA was gonna dominate from the jump.
Exactly. So why are people acting like Curry saved the US today? Listen, I watched the game from the beginning to the end. There was no way France was going to win that game. There was the game. Listen, you could have put $1,000 on that game and still won on the US to win. You could have put the house, the mortgage, whatever you want to put on it. US were going to win that game regardless. Regardless. Curry did not save the game today. Like I said, the Serbian game, yes, give him his flowers. I give him his respect. The Serbian game, he balled. He came out, shot the lights up. Respect. But this game, let's pump the brakes, man. Like, come on, man. People are getting ridiculous. It's just another hate brigade trying to diminish LeBron and trying to put LeBron down. People got to cut that shit out, man. It's getting tired. It's getting old. They need to come up with some new gimmicks, man. Y'all need to go back to the factory and create some new gimmicks because these gimmicks are not working. Another thing I want to talk about. Doris, did you catch any of the other events in the Olympics? Doris, are you there? Don't tell me this Negro fell asleep already.
Hey, buddy. No, I'm going to be honest. I hardly watch the Olympics at all. Were you going to talk about the sprinters or something, the track and field women, or what?
I was going to talk about the track events. There was a lot of unprofessionalism and bullshit that was happening in the track events this year. I don't know what was going on.
Really?
Sha'Carri Richardson and the Jamaican sprinter Sherry Ann Fraser, for some reason they weren't allowed to go into the same facility, like the same entrance that they used to get in previously. They were not allowed in the same entrance. They had to take a different route, which cut down on their preparation time because their preparation time was cut in half because they had to take a different route into the stadium. There's been a lot of complaints about racism, how some of the athletes from some African countries are being treated. Man, it's a big clusterfuck that's going on right now. That went on, and I think it needs to be called out. Some people are complaining about the facilities. It's like staying in a shelter. No disrespect to people who stay in a shelter.
Oh, they have all the beds are made out of cardboard.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, again, the guys who were the star world athletes, they didn't have to stay in those facilities, but some of the amateur athletes had to stay in some of those places. Now,
I thought they all had to. I thought they were all made out of cardboard and shit. No?
Wait a minute, Doris. Do you really think LeBron is sleeping in a dorm? Is sleeping in the Olympic
No,
Village?
but I thought the basketball team decided to get their own hotel because they were like, the Olympic Village is trash. Fuck that. That's what I thought went down.
Yeah, but whether or not, did you really think they were going to stay in the Olympic Village? Besides the fact, like, just use your common sense. Just use like the common deductive reasoning. Do you really think they were going to stay in the Olympic Village?
Nah.
There's no way they're going to stay there anyways. Like and that's what they were complaining about, because when Sherry Ann Fraser and Sha'Carri Richardson were coming in, they're saying because they didn't stay in the Olympic Village and they were coming in for their event, because they didn't stay in the Olympic Village and took the bus from the Olympic Village, they weren't allowed in and they had to take a different entrance. And Sherry Ann Fraser was saying, "What are you talking about? You saw me yesterday. This is the same entrance I used to come in from yesterday. Why are you telling me to take a different route? It's ridiculous." And I totally agree with her. It's some bullshit. And let's get to the American sprinters, the American 4x100 relay. What is up with y'all Americans not being able to make a baton exchange, man? Like, this is like the third or fourth time this has happened where the U.S. has lost a race because they can't exchange a damn baton. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, I ran track. The baton exchange is the easiest thing to do, because what you do when you're exchanging baton, you have a marker in your brain. As soon as the guy that's behind you hits a certain distance, you put a marker in your brain or put a tape down. As soon as he hits a certain spot, that's when you start sprinting. He's supposed to catch up to you. All you're supposed to do is stick out your hand, and he's supposed to put that thing gently in your hand. Bam. As soon as you get it, you run. It's not difficult. I believe the U.S. coach should be fired because if he can't, for some reason, these guys keep messing up the exchange every single Olympic. It's ridiculous. And shout out to the Canadian. We came number one. We got the gold medal in the relay. Shout out. Enough respect. Enough respect. And the last thing I want to address, and one of the, if you know me already, Mike and Doors, what was the one event that I was looking forward to? I came on here many times and talked about it. Does anybody remember?
The track and field girls, like the hurdle.
No.
Rugby.
Nope. Breakdancing.
What?
I was looking. Yes, the one event that I was very curious about and I was very looking forward to watch was the breakdancing event.
Was this the first year that it was an event?
Yeah, it was the first year. First year for the
Okay, I didn't even
breakdancing.
know that. Okay.
Let me just say, first of all, I'm gonna start with the good. The good thing was there was a lot of surprises. There was a girl from India, man. The girl from India was bad. I mean, she was bad on the floor. What was that?
The Indian girl?
Yeah, the Indian girl was bad. She was good.
The Indian bands were shit.
No, she was a good break. No, her moves were good. No, I'm not gonna lie. The Indian girl was good. Now, there was a girl from Germany. There was a girl from Germany. I can't remember her name. She was wearing a black do-rag. She was bad. She was in the finals against the girl from Japan. Now, here's the thing. I watched the whole event, right? I watched the event with it was Japan against Germany, I believe, in the finals, right? The German girl was smoking the Japan girl, like smoking her, killing her. Did you know that these people gave the gold medal to the Japanese girl? I'm like, bro, it was the biggest robbery I've ever seen. Biggest robbery I've ever seen. Now, even the guys that were commentating were like speechless. You have to see it to see what I'm talking about. Biggest robbery. She got totally robbed. The Japanese girl was good, but she was nowhere on the level of the German girl. Now, in the men's finals, it was France. Another suspicious thing. France was in the finals. There was a French guy against Canada, a Canadian guy. The Canadian guy, he was you could tell, I think he was Korean. I think his background is either Korean or something. He smoked the dude from France, man. I'm telling you, smoked him like a fat blunt. So shout out to Canada again for winning the gold medal in the men's breakdancing final. So I got to give, but that was the good part. Let me get to the bad part. Even though I was looking forward to this event was poorly ran. It was trash. Man, it was complete trash. First of all, the one major complaint that I have about the event is that they don't tell you how the scoring system works. You don't really know how they score the points for this event. They don't explain it. The guys who are hosting it are trash. The structure and the setup were trash. The dancing was not as, listen, they're better. I gotta be honest, there are better dancers out there than the guys that I saw competing today. Like I do strongly believe there are better dancers, because there's some of these dancers I'm like, how did you all make it to the Olympics as breakdancers? So so I was disappointed in that. I don't think it's coming back. I'll be honest. If I was in charge of it, I would have ran it completely different. I would have had a group finals. I would have had a mixed doubles. I would explain the scoring system, how you score points, originality. Like there's so many ways that they could have scored this a lot better and made it a lot better. But I have to admit, and I got to be honest. I got to keep it 100. I'm not going to lie. It was a disappointment. It was trash. It was trash. It was trash. I liked it, but I gotta be honest, it was trash. So the breakdancing, the thing that I was looking forward to the most, besides track and field, was a total, utter disappointment.
Really?
Yes, yes, it was. I got to be honest. See, I'm not going to come here and lie and try to hype it up. It was a
That
disappointment. It was
sucks,
a complete
dude. That
disappointment.
sucks. That the event that you were rooting for, like looking forward to, was trash.
Yeah,
But it's the
it was
first year.
trash. Yeah, it was the first year, but I don't think it's coming back. I don't think they're going to bring it back because
Really?
I'll put it this way, Doris. I'll be shocked if they bring it back. I'll be shocked if they bring it back next year. Not next year, next Olympic.
Why?
Why? Because I think it was a disappointment. I don't think it was well. I don't think it was well received. I think the break dancers were subpar, even though some of them did their best they can in the situation. I think it was subpar. I think I've seen way better dancers. I don't know. Even the Jabberwocky crew that Shaq was affiliated with, those Jabberwocky dudes would have killed it. Like even one of those guys would have killed it. So I don't get it where they get some of these people from. And another thing, I didn't see any representative from the United States. Maybe I missed it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see a representative from. And how did the United States not make it to the finals in that? Like it's utterly ridiculous. It was not hip hop. I don't know what it. I didn't like how they set up the judging. The judging was weird because they never explained the judging. The judging was not explained. It's just like, for example, in gymnastics, right? You know exactly what you're being judged on for a gymnastic event. Like if somebody's doing a gymnastic event, you know exactly what you're being judged for. You're being judged for how you stick the landing, your height, the height that you get, your routine, everything. You have a breakdown of the structure of how it's judged. In this event, there was no clear indication of how they were judging it. And I think that's what pissed me off. Especially the audience. The audience that's watching it is just looking at it and they're like, where are the points scored? How you score points? Like nothing was explained. So that was poor organization. I don't know who's to blame for it, but I thought it was disappointment. The one thing I was really looking for was a big disappointment. I gotta be honest. And I land my plane. But just to go a little step further with the basketball game, Tatum's mother came out and criticized Steve Kerr over how Jason Tatum was handled in this whole situation. Now here's my thing. People who are capping for Jason Tatum and all this nonsense, can we be honest? Nobody cares. It doesn't. Listen, at the end of the day, Jason Tatum, we do not care. I guess, yes, you feel disrespected, but how about we talk to Jason Tatum and ask him how he feels? I didn't hear one complaint coming out of his mouth. I didn't hear anything he said or whatever that said otherwise that, blah, 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 blah. I mean, he played. Maybe he didn't play as much, but who are you going to play him over? Are you going to play him over LeBron? Are you going to play him over KD? Like, who do you take out to put in Jason Tatum? Like, think about it. Tyrese Halliburton probably played the least out of everybody. You don't hear him complaining. You don't anybody saying anything. You don't hear him come down and saying anything. You don't hear anybody complaining about that. Now I get it. Tyrese Halliburton is a newcomer, is a newbie, but still, man, it's not that big of a deal. You got a gold medal. Grab your gold medal. Shut the F up and go home and go practice and get ready for the season, man. It's not that big of a deal. You won your gold medal. You contributed. Blah 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 blah. Amen. Shut the door, man. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. People are going way too far with this. But overall, I think this Olympics have been subpar. I don't know what you guys think. What's your opinion on it?
Subpar.
Let me look. Go ahead.
France did a shitty job hosting.
I think they did too as well.
Where's the
Yeah,
next Olympic? Oh, sorry, Mike. Go on. Sorry.
we beat France worse than Crawford beat Spence.
Hey,
Just straight beat down.
Wemby was busting some tears though, man. I mean, I don't blame him, man. It's still nothing to be ashamed of. You got the silver. You got the silver, even though I think they cheated to get that silver. I think for some the refs were cheating for them to get that silver. But you know, they still got the silver. You know, enough respect. Wemby got a silver
Canada
medal.
has too many NBA players to not get at least silver.
Hey, bro, we're not the only team. We lacked a lot of size. Pause. And the thing is, if we had Edie, I think we would have fared differently. But hey, things happen because guess what? The referees, like I said, the referees are cheating bad for France because France should have lost to Japan, France should have lost to Germany, France should have lost to us. But again, they're the home team. They're the host country. So they had to have the host country in the finals by hook or crook. And I think that's the way they were trying to work it. They were definitely trying to get the host country up in there, man. So that's just my opinion. Even the referees try to cheat. The referees even try to cheat for France today, yesterday, to try to get them up to try to get them to win. But they can't overcome the talent. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can cheat all you want, but the talent, they don't have the talent to match up with the US, plain and simple.
The US is stacked, baby.
Yeah. But like I said, I think this Olympic has been subpar. But Mike, you know what you got to do? Go on YouTube, right? Go on YouTube and check out the women's 100 meter, the 200 meter, and the relay. I'm not gonna lie, that's some of the finest women I've ever seen, bro. Bro, track women are, bro. When I say they're fine, go and look at Team Great Britain. Go look at the team for Great Britain in the relay, in the 4x100 relay. Check out the team from Britain. Oh my lord, bro, you're gonna lose, bro. When you see the team from Great Britain's team, whew, they all could be supermodels, man. Facts. Yo, them track women are, man. Them track women are fine, man. I'm not gonna
The
lie.
100 and 200 meter women and the hurdlers.
Bro, this is one thing I gotta say. This Olympics has some of the finest track women I've seen in a long time, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
But
Usually,
the bodies that are the best are like the 100, 200, and then the like hurdlers and the pole ball,
facts.
right?
But yo, there's this one I had, the one I had an eye on was this one from Great Britain, man. Holy, that woman was fine. Cheeks and everything.
Yeah.
This woman is,
Yeah,
and she's super tall too.
Yeah, a lot of those bitches are to die for, like the ones from Greece or Eastern Europe, or they just have incredible bodies.
These are the kind of chicks you don't want to get pregnant, because once they get pregnant and they put on that baby weight, they get out of shape. These are the kind of chicks you want to keep in shape.
I disagree with it. I've dated a few track women. Trust me, they stay in shape, boy. They don't like getting
That's not guaranteed, though. That's not guaranteed.
Well, nothing in life is guaranteed, but I'm saying from the majority of ones that I've dealt with, they keep that figure, man. If you're
out there in Canada, right? Out there in Canada.
No, it wasn't just in Canada. If do you know that I can look at a woman and tell that she did track in high school? Have you ever looked at a woman and said, "Man, you did track, didn't you?" I can look at some of these women. I can look at any woman on the street and point her out and say, "Yo, you did track in high school, didn't you?" you can tell they never lose it. They really, in most cases, they never lose that figure. And they like to keep themselves in shape. They're very conscious. They're very self-conscious about the way they look, figure-wise, about their figure. So trust me when I say this, the track athlete, women, is completely transferable. They like to keep that figure. Trust me. I remember I was dating one. I'll give you an example. I was dating one, and she didn't even look fat. She wasn't fat, but she felt like she was putting on a little weight in her stomach. Man, this girl got a personal trainer and started working out like crazy. And she wasn't even fat. She wasn't even fat, but just the thought of just putting on a little bit of weight in around her stomach area. She got a personal trainer, and she used to run track in high. I go, you ran track in high school? Yeah. She said, yeah. Yeah. Or in college, whatever. Yeah. Those women, I'll tell you another thing though about track. If you know anything about track athletes and know anything about women who do track, they're the ones you kind of might want to stay away from. You know why? You want to know why? And to all you listening out there, the ones who know, women who do track have a huge sexual appetite. Women who do athletic sports, especially track and field, talk to anybody you know. They're the most freakiest. They have a huge sexual appetite. I don't know if it's from the running.
Well, what is wrong with that?
I'm not saying anything is wrong with it, but I'm saying they have a huge appetite when it comes to that. I guess it's the adrenaline. Maybe it's from the adrenaline from running or something like that. Maybe Doris can explain it more because he's into the physics and stuff. Isn't that right, Doris?
I don't know. It would make sense though. High competitive, high endorphins. People that are always chasing dopamine, and
you want a chick like that though. Chicks like that can give it to you 7 days a week. That's what you want.
No, Mike, you're missing something. You don't want a chick like that because she's not only giving it to you, she might be giving it to multiple because of the appetite. So when let's say she's on she goes to another country for a track meet, right? She's got to get it. Sometimes, and again, it goes to what Doris is explaining. It could be from the high endorphins, the competition, the thrill. But yeah, from all I know, if you've ever been in high school and you've been around women, especially track and field women, especially track and field, I call them out personally. I mean, there's other sports too, basketball, rugby, whatever you want to call it, like volleyball, whatever. But if you've ever been in high school, you know that the women who do track have a reputation. If you know, you know. Anybody's listening out there, if you know, you know. That's all I got to say. You know, you know. If you don't know, then you're not a part of it. I've done track in high school. I've been on a track club. I know. Trust me, I know. But all in all, man, there's another complaint I had. The camera work in the track events, especially the 100 meter and the 200 meter, the camera work is some of the shoddiest I've ever seen, man. Like they couldn't keep. I don't know if they just couldn't keep up with the runners, but you had like cameras trailing the runners. The runners are way ahead of the camera, and the camera views are bad. Like I don't know, man. Lord. Lord. I will say this though, in basketball, I like that 3D camera that they use where they kind of pause it and then they kind of rotate it. So you get like the whole 3D effect of the shot. I thought that was cool. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. They did you see it, Doris?
At the Eiffel Tower when the guy was on a bicycle? Which one?
No, I'm talking about when in basketball, right? They have a camera. It's a 3D camera, like a 360 view camera where they freeze the shot and then they rotate the camera so you see the whole, like they'll freeze the jump shot, and then they rotate the camera and you can see the shot from all different directions. You know what I mean? They rotate the shot so it's like a 3D shot. Do you see that? Did you ever see it in the game?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mike knows what I'm talking about. And they did it a couple times. They didn't do it every single time. They did it like for certain shots. Like when Curry was pulling up for the 3, they did a rotation. They did a rotation shot with. So that was kind of cool.
3-point banger.
Yeah. It's all good, man. I'm looking forward. You know, it's the start of the NBA season when you start seeing the Rico Hines runs. So Rico Hines has started his runs.
Man, how do you skip over the NFL for that?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
You sound crazy.
Bro, because it's preseason.
Bro, the NFL about to take over this shit. September 6th, you're gonna forget all about basketball for at least a month.
Oh yeah, congratulations to the Green Bay Packers, made me some money today or yesterday. Thanks.
But Jordan Love looking good, man.
Shout out to the Green Bay Packers.
Jordan Love looking better, bro. Jordan Love is looking better than Joe Burrow and Tua combined.
That was a blowout. That was nasty. Love's got to make up for what happened last year, man.
What do you mean make up? He made the playoffs last year.
What was that?
He made the playoffs last year. What is he making up for?
I'm talking about that turnover though. Remember that crucial turnover?
Man, bro, it's his
crucial
first
mistake
season,
he made in the clutch.
It's his first season as a starter, for one, and two, he wasn't supposed to make the playoffs. Infamous. Nobody had the Packers even being in the playoffs at the beginning of the season. Nobody.
Mike,
everybody had us missing the playoffs.
You're missing the point.
Not making it.
Yeah, I'm not hating.
So how you gonna bring up him turning the ball over when he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place? Begin with, when are you supposed to be in the playoffs?
I'm saying that's what you use. That's what you use as motivation. I'm saying he's going to use that as fuel, right? Use that as fuel and motivation. Say, hey, I was that close, so you know what? I'm coming in more focused, more on point.
This dude did what Aaron Rodgers couldn't do. This dude did what Brett Favre couldn't do. Do you not understand, Infamous, that Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers is both Hall of Famers, and neither one of those niggas made the playoffs in their first season as they started?
I have no respect for Brett Favre after what he did, stealing from people from I have no respect for that.
We're not talking about Brett Favre off the court. We're talking about Brett Favre on the field. Him and Aaron Rodgers missed the playoffs in the first season. Jordan Love comes in his first season as a starter and gets the Packers to the playoffs. So I'm not going to blame him for a late game interception against the Niners.
Mike, you know how I feel about black quarterbacks anyway. So you know there's no hate coming from my direction. You know there's no hate coming this way. The only hate that I have is for well, I shouldn't say I have hate for him. It's I kind of was a little disappointed in the Cowboys quarterback. You know who I'm talking about. After what he did when Dak was a little bit of.
Go ahead.
He's a bit of a coon. He was cooning a little bit when Jerry Jones said, he could have stood up to Jerry Jones with that whole. I don't want to revisit it, but with the whole Kaepernick thing, I was kind of disappointed that he didn't stand on his nuts. But that's just me. But Dak is another one.
Yeah.
I think Dak is also. I think he crumbles in the clutch. I think he doesn't have that clutch gene, in my opinion. I think he when the pressure gets tight, he kind of fumbles.
So. Dak Prescott is the James Harden of the NFL.
looks great
Damn.
in the regular season, but in the playoff time, he just disappears.
Yeah, he does. You're telling me he's the DeMar DeRozan? Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Man, fuck DeMar DeRozan. He's DeMar DeRozan.
You're
I'm gonna
telling me
call
Dak Prescott is
Dak
the DeMar DeRozan of the NFL?
Yep, but I'm gonna call Dak DeFrozen
Damn, that's cold, man. That's
because
cold.
the playoff time, those two dudes, you can't find them, can't see them.
True, true.
That and that's what I said. That's what I said. The Kings gonna look good in the regular season, but come
Mm-hmm.
playoff time, when DeMar DeRozan turn into DeMar DeFrozen,
Mm-hmm.
that whole team gonna fall apart. And you let go of Barnes, so your defense ain't gonna be the same, man.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Name me, what do you think is going to be the most, what's the thing that you're looking forward to the most for this upcoming NFL season? You educate me, you tell me.
I'm looking forward to seeing if the Niners can take a step back from last year. Can they get worse defensively, or just stay the same defensively? Can they get worse offensively? The Cowboys, I'm looking for them to tank because Lamb is holding out, so I'm looking for the Cowboys to tank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the Eagles to take a step back. I'm looking for the Lions to stay the same. The Bengals might take a step forward if Higgins stays. I mean, the Chiefs are not winning a three-peat because if Brady didn't win a three-peat, the
Wow,
NFL,
that's going to make
the NFL.
history.
No. The reason why it's not going to happen because the NFL's a script. They're not going to let Patrick Mahomes, who's half black, win a three-peat when they didn't let Tom Brady win a three-peat. So I believe they're going to purposely make Mahomes lose. So I got Mahomes losing this year, but he'll win the next year over. But he's not winning a three-peat. If Brady couldn't do it, if Joe Montana couldn't do it, Rodgers couldn't do it, Brett Favre couldn't do it, Manny couldn't do it, Drew Brees couldn't do it, Ben couldn't do it, Elway couldn't do it. You get my drift. There's a whole lot of great motherfucking quarterbacks to not do it. So they're not gonna let. It's kind of like this. You know how they said that Brock Purdy might win the Super Bowl as a rookie? You saw it didn't happen, right? You know how they said that a rookie quarterback has never won a Super Bowl in his first season? It's the same thing as this. Mahomes is not getting a three-peat because that would put Mahomes over Joe Montana, Tom Brady, and a whole lot of dudes. Do you think the NFL would want that? No. They're not gonna let Mahomes win. I'm telling you.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate for a quick minute and tell you why I think they may want him to get it. You got to remember we're in the age of social media and entertainment, right? Now, what's one of the major factors that made the Kansas City Chiefs popular last year? Can anybody tell me what it was? Do you remember? It was the fact that one of their players was dating Taylor Swift. That brought a whole new audience to the team. That brought whole new publicity, opened up more revenue, opened up more eyes on the game, everything. Because you had Taylor Swift fans watching the game. So here's the thing. You want to blow the doors off this? Get the Kansas City Chiefs to the Super Bowl finals again. And pray that dude is still dating Taylor Swift. That is going to increase viewership. That is going to increase revenue. And let's even take it a step further. What happens if you have Taylor Swift performing at the Super Bowl? That's going to take it to a whole new level. So I think they want to make Patrick Mahomes the face of the league. They want to I know we've had this argument, there's no real face of the league of football. We've had this back and forth argument, but I think they want to make him that elite universal superstar, right? What better way to do it? Or even the team, if you don't even want to say Patrick Mahomes, the team is for them to win 3 Super Bowls in a 3 Super Bowls, something that's never been accomplished and never been done before. That's why I think they're going to be pushing heavy for it to be done. But go ahead. I like my plane.
Man, you act like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the best singer to ever sing. You
Where
said
did I
that
say that?
like
Where did I say that?
you you acting. No, what I'm trying to say is that you acting like Taylor Swift is one of the best artists to ever do it. No, she's not.
I
I can
never
name a
said that.
bunch of people above her. So
Yeah, but I never said that.
I'm just saying, Mahomes is not winning this year, and I'm willing to
Yeah,
bet
but
any amount of money you want to put down. You want to put down 500,000, whatever you want. Mahomes is not winning this season. I'm telling you that right now. The NFL
I think,
is
go ahead.
not letting Mahomes win a three-peat,
I'm
especially
going to be
when
honest
Brady
though.
didn't do it and all the other
Mhm.
niggas didn't do it. Nope.
Okay, so let me address your first point. I never said that Taylor Swift was the greatest singer in the world. I never said anything close
I
to
said
that.
you
What I
acting
was
like it,
saying,
bro. The way
no,
you
I didn't
mentioned
even
her,
act like
you
that.
acting like it.
I didn't even say, you
Yes,
know
you
what?
did.
I never mentioned
You
anything about her
you
singing.
acting like it, bro. You
Yeah,
acting
well,
like it.
you gotta go by what I said, Mike. I never mentioned anything about her singing. There was no point in my conversation I mentioned anything about her singing.
Taylor
I mentioned
Swift
her
Taylor
popularity.
Swift is not good. Taylor Swift is not good enough for Mahomes to get a three-peat. I'm telling you that right now. The NFL is a
No, it's not
business.
about
It's
her
a
good enough
business.
to get Mahomes a
You
three-peat.
saw
I'm
how they turned the
saying,
power. Infamous. Did you not
go ahead.
watch how they turned the power out in that Super Bowl? Do you think that
Mhm.
was by accident when the power went out? No, it was not. That was not an accident. When the Heat, when the air condition in the Spurs, remember how when the Heat played the Spurs, that was not an accident, bro. This shit ain't happening for no damn reason. Mahomes is not winning a three-peat. I believe that something gonna happen to make Mahomes lose. The power gonna go out. A player gonna magically drop down. A bad call gonna happen. I'm telling you, Mahomes is not winning a three-peat this season.
Mhm.
Anybody want to bet? Give me your cash app. I'll take it down and I'll make the bet.
Hey, salute
I'm
AC. What's
telling
your
you,
opinion? What's your opinion on this,
I'm
AC?
betting the
Let me hear what you
house.
got to say. Are you there,
I'm
AC?
I'm betting the house, HC. I'm betting the motherfucking house.
Go ahead, AC. You have the floor, bro. Let me hear what you got to say. Mr. Pitts.
AC,
AC there?
Yeah.
What's up, Playboy?
AC, 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 AC. I'm betting the house. Mahomes will win 3P. I'm betting the house. I'm betting the crib.
Yeah, I think they'll take him to the Super Bowl, but Mahomes doesn't win because it's Mike has a point. It is a script. So if they're not gonna let the white boy win it, then ain't nobody gonna three-peat. And then for them to follow up next year, I see that happening because it's Mahomes losing, so he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. But yeah, if all these white boys they went to the dance and they ain't win 3 times, why in the hell would they let the black man do it?
But did you hear my reasoning behind it, though?
Yeah, yeah, like it's a lot of
No, I'm
revenue
not saying it's gonna happen.
to
You gotta,
capitalize, but you still can
yeah,
capitalize if you go to the dance. Like you still get the
right,
bread.
right. But here's my thing. My point is, they want to make in this social media era. If you want to get, let's be honest, viewership. The NFL will always be number one. But guess what? You can, because if it's an entertainment sport and people have low attention spans, your viewerships is decreasing across all sports. People are not watching sports like they used to. Let's be honest, right? So they need the numbers. I'm saying, it's entertainment at the end of the day, right? At entertainment. if you can get Patrick Mahomes, I do believe they do want to make Patrick Mahomes the face of the league since Brady's not around anymore, right? They do want to make Patrick Mahomes the face. There's no other guy that they can put that mantle on right now, right? I think they want to make him the face of the NFL. Does that mean that it's not? You gotta understand the face of the NFL is not the same as the face of the NBA. I get that. I understand that. So it's different. It's more focused on team than it is on individual players. I get it, right? But what I'm saying is that you get Patrick Mahomes put him in a certain stratosphere, combine that with the Taylor Swift audience and crowd, you bring more eyes to the game, you bring more attendance to the game, you bring more revenue to the game. All these things increase when you incorporate her and that team into success, into the level of success that they can achieve. That's all I'm saying, right? And what greater way to do
He the
that than
same
to
guy who
have
ain't
them in
bet
the
me
Super
yet.
Bowl? What was that?
He ain't bet me yet. He ain't bet me yet, AC. All this talking he doing.
I'm not gonna
He,
listen. I
he
make
ain't bet me.
strategic bets. I don't make foolish bets. I don't ever make
No,
that bet.
I'm keeping 100 infamous. If I
Mhm.
was talking like you, I'll be putting money down. If I was talking like you, I
Yeah, but
ain't
I'm
gonna
not.
cap, bro.
But bro, I have no dog in the fight. I don't care. I don't care if he makes it or not. I said
Bro,
it would be
Patrick
nice to see.
Mahomes,
Mhm.
AC, you hear this shit, AC? You
Go
hear
ahead,
this
AC.
shit, bro?
I'm not
I got so
listen,
much
I don't care. I honestly don't care if Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes wins it or not. It doesn't matter
Patrick
to me.
Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes is guaranteed not winning the Super Bowl this year. Guaranteed. I
Okay, so that's your
guarantee
opinion.
you.
I don't care. It doesn't matter to
No,
me.
it's not opinion because I wanted to bet the house on it. That's how confident I am in what I'm saying. I will bet the fucking crib. That nigga's not winning this year, bro. They're not gonna let him win
Okay.
a three-peat when other niggas didn't three-peat. That's like saying they're gonna let Brock Purdy win a Super Bowl in his first year when nobody else did. The hell? The hell?
Hey,
They
I'm
do
just
control
saying.
just have to wait
a
and
lot
see,
of
man.
stuff. The Detroit Lions was up, boy. How many points, and the score was tied in the blink of an eye. So they controlled the narrative of sports.
Mm.
There's
They
some things
control
that
every
wasn't
damn
happening
thing, man.
in the first half. The Detroit Lions was looking like they was going to go to the Super Bowl, and then the third quarter, these receivers forgot how to catch the ball. They was dropping wide open passes. I'm talking about wide open passes.
Butt
So
naked open. Nobody within 5 feet of them dudes.
they was
Ball
fumbling, giving
hanging
the
hands,
ball.
butterfingers.
Yeah, they control the script.
They
Mm.
control all that shit. Mahomes might go to the Super Bowl, but he's not gonna win, bro. He's not gonna win. They're gonna let him get there to have everybody thinking that he gonna pass Brady with a three-peat, but then the referee's gonna come in. I'm telling you, they're gonna talk to Mahomes. Say, hey, look, Mahomes. When did you have one of your worst games of your lifetime? I'm telling you,
Do you
bro.
think? Do you think? Who do you think could win this upcoming season?
The Packers.
Super Bowl?
Mm.
Damn.
If Jordan Love don't turn the ball over at the end of the game like he did last, if he fixed that this year, I see Super Bowl because the two interceptions that he threw is really what lost the game against the Niners. The two interceptions. If he don't throw those,
That's
it's a
true.
different
That
ball
is true.
game.
If
So
those two interceptions were key, I will agree with that.
that was big. If he don't
It was
throw
big.
them, it's a different game. That's why I say the Packers can definitely get to the Super Bowl. What? And the 49ers are losing their pieces. They lost Eric Armstead. Now, see, Evans doesn't know who Armstead is. Armstead is the Niners, one of the Niners' best run stoppers in the middle.
Hmm.
He left and went to the Jaguars. The other nigga, Chase Young, went to the Saints. Trent Williams, he's their best left tackle, and he's trying to go elsewhere if they don't pay him. They burn out. You don't want to be there. He's trying to go to the Commanders with his homeboy. So I'm just saying the Niners are falling apart slowly but surely.
Can I ask you guys a
So the only
question?
team where
What team And if I can get an answer from HC and I get an answer from you, Go Mike, what team do you think is going to be the biggest surprise? The team that's going to be like, that's going to come out of nowhere and people are going to be shocked of how well they're going to be, how well they're going to do in this upcoming season.
I think the Jets. I think people forgot about Aaron Rodgers. If he could stay healthy with that defense, and they have so many weapons. If Aaron Rodgers is gonna stay healthy, they're gonna it's gonna be prime time, and it's in New York City, so all the TV is gonna. I mean, all the promotion is gonna be on Aaron Rodgers, and people are very quick to forget because they can only remember what have you done for me lately. But that's Aaron Rodgers, and I mean, if he could do what he did with only one, I mean, he had multiple weapons, but he only threw it to one guy, and that's the dude that's for the Raiders. I forgot his name, Adams. And now he has multiple targets. So that's my dark horse, the Jets. If Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy.
Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I'm gonna use. See, I really hate to bring it back home again, but I'm gonna use the Pat Mahomes logic for my pick. Everybody saw how when Tyreek Hill left the Chiefs, Mahomes played better. I'm gonna say the same thing for Josh Allen. Josh Allen lost Diggs. I think Allen gonna play better without Diggs because when you have a number one receiver, a lot of times you feel like, well, as a quarterback, you feel like you have to throw him the ball at least 30, 40 times. So now that Allen does not have a number one receiver, I think he's gonna not turn into Mahomes, but he's gonna get better like Mahomes did when he lost Hill. So I got Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills surprising everybody. I think Allen's gonna be a lot better now that he don't got no more target. He has to spread the ball around. I think he's gonna be a lot better this season. Less interceptions, more completions, higher percentages, all that.
That's a good one. Can I ask you a question? What do you think about Odell Beckham? Do you think he's done, or I know he's going to be the wide receiver. He's going to be on the Dolphins, right? Is he on the Dolphins this year? Is he playing? He's playing this year, right?
Mm, I think I don't know. I don't quite know who signed him, but I do think if he's healthy, I mean he's one of the best receivers in the
I'm
league.
looking at. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying, like he's one of the best receivers in the league when healthy. Man, he was showing out in the Super Bowl. We went down there. So when he's healthy, he's definitely a legitimate receiver in the league, man. Like there's no question.
Yeah, he's going to be with the Miami Dolphins, and he's going to be with Tyreek Hill. I think that's going to be a deadly combination if he can stay healthy. What do you think?
Right, I definitely agree with that. Those two together is definitely a problem, especially if Beckham's able to stay healthy, and those two can definitely make some noise. Having Tyreek Hill going deep, and then you got Beckham underneath. Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty cool thing with them adding the hip drop tackle rule. I think that does help him out a little bit because he is a little injury prone. But yeah, him and Tyreek Hill is nasty. Those two together, they're gonna make some noise in this league, man.
I mean, he's still living off that one catch.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion
What's
on
that?
Kirk Cousins? I know he's coming off an Achilles a torn Achilles from last year. Do you think that he's going to take the Atlanta Falcons to a new heights?
This season he'll win 15 games for the Atlanta Falcons. Their schedule was weak as fuck. Their division's weak as fuck. So Kirk Cousins is gonna have a field day in that division. I can see him throwing for like 5,000 yards and getting like 30 something touchdowns. And I'm saying that based off his schedule, and based off his division. He should have a crazy amount of yards, touchdowns, wins, all that. Talk about to go dummy this season. They about to have today's schedule was a cakewalk. There's no reason why they should win 15 games. There's no reason why Kirk Cousins shouldn't have 5,000 yards and 38 touchdowns thrown. No way.
Mhm.
No way it shouldn't
Gotcha.
happen.
Now here's the thing that I'm looking forward to. Here's one of the things that I'm looking forward to just to see how it's going to play out. What's your opinion on the Russell Wilson ending up with the Steelers? Do you think he's going to have an impact? How do you feel about that?
Oh yes, Russell Wilson. I definitely think he's going to be a. I think he's gonna. I think he's going to be an All Pro, Pro Bowl type player, quarterback this season. Because now he's playing
Oh,
for a
really?
coach in Tomlin.
Seriously?
Yep. Yes, because he's playing for a
Okay.
coach that actually he's playing for a coach that actually cares. Like when you're playing for the Broncos and you got a head coach that he rode the coattails of Drew Brees. Now you got a head coach that he really hasn't had a great quarterback that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's had a lot of subpar quarterbacks, and he's done nothing but what take them to the playoffs. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
would you
mean? So I
call
think he's huh?
Rosenberger? You think he's subpar? He's not a good quarterback?
No. But what I'm saying is outside of him, who has
Okay,
Tomlin had outside of him that was legitimate at
gotcha,
quarterback?
gotcha,
You trying to get my drift?
gotcha. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
So I think I think Wilson gonna be good on the Steelers. I think he gonna have a really good season. I could see 30 touchdowns, 4,000 yards. I could see that easily for Russell
All right,
Wilson.
let me ask you a question. Let's move on to the Colts. The Colts got a new. They finished 9-8 last year, right? And they got a new quarterback, Anthony Richardson, and a running back, Jonathan Taylor. Do you think they're ready to take that leap this year?
I mean, if the Colts are healthy, they can definitely make some noise. If the Colts are healthy, they can do anything. I think last year, uh, they were doing good, but then a quarterback went down, and they put another guy in there, and it changed the whole scheme of what they were doing. So I think it. So I'm thinking it comes down to the quarterback. Can he stay healthy long enough for them to do something?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened last year. Last year the Colts looked good last year, but the quarterback got hurt, and it changed a lot for them.
Gotcha.
So I see the Colts as a playoff team because if you think infamous, they were one play away from making the playoffs. If they get the ball to Jonathan Taylor instead of trying to
Mm-hmm.
throw the ball to a dude that ain't played all game on a screen pass, whatever that was.
Right.
So I think the Colts are a playoff team. If they can stay healthy for the most part of the season, they don't got to be healthy for every game. They'll just be healthy for most of the season, at least 13 games. They can make the playoffs.
Gotcha. Now getting to the Green Bay Packers, right? What do you think is the number one deficiency in the Green Bay Packers, your team? What do you think is their number one deficiency? Because I was doing some research and it was saying that defense is one of their biggest letdowns. They're weak on
One of the
defense.
biggest takeaways for me is takeaways. The Green Bay Packers ranked 23rd in the league last season in takeaways. To me,
Okay.
that's the biggest weakness because stopping the run, yes, that is a deficiency, right? But if you can negate that with taking the ball away, because let's say a team runs the ball on you, right? And they go from one end of the field to the goal line. If you can force a fumble at the goal line, does them 80-some yards rushing matter? No, because you started at the goal line, took the ball away. So for me, I'm gonna say it's takeaways. Takeaways is a big issue for the team. When you rank 23rd in takeaway, that's bad. You can give up rushing and passing yards if you can take the ball away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say takeaways is the biggest flaw. Gotta be able to take the ball away. Gotta create them extra possessions.
Mhm. So you believe?
And
Go ahead.
and also takeaways can negate a team getting, like, for example, if let's say you got 400 rushing yards on me, right? But
Mhm.
every time you get to the goal line, I force a fumble, I force a pick. That negates everything. So for me, like I said, takeaways is the biggest flaw for me.
Takeaways. Okay. Now here's the thing. You mentioned earlier in our conversation that you believe they can go all the way with Love. You still believe that? You believe that strongly?
If they can become a top 10 team in takeaways, because if you saw last year, we were a play or two away from beating the 49ers. Right? It was two plays. It was two or three plays away from beating the 49ers. We didn't get one takeaway in that game. We didn't get one. So I believe wholeheartedly, if we could become a top 10 takeaway team, we could definitely win the Super Bowl. So for me, if we could take the ball away, we can go to the Super Bowl. But if we can't take the ball away, then we're not gonna win the Super Bowl. We can only win it if we could get at least one takeaway per game. At least one. It don't gotta be two. Give me just one takeaway. Fumble, pick, something. Especially in the playoffs. In the playoffs, you definitely got to be able to do what? Take the ball away. You can't give a team possessions all game. You got to have at least one where you say, you know what? You ain't getting shit. I'm taking the ball. So I'm just saying, like, takeaways. If we become a top 10 takeaway team, I smell Super Bowl.
Right. Now let me ask you a question. What do you know about, the Chicago Bears got the number one pick. They had the number one pick, right? And they selected Caleb Williams, right? Now tell me about him. What do you think that, first of all, my first question is, do you think that he's going to be able to take the Chicago Bears to a new level, the next level? And number two, give me a breakdown of his strengths and weaknesses, if you can.
For what I saw, he's pretty good in the pocket. He's pretty good in the pocket. He's okay out the pocket. He's not afraid to take risk. He makes pretty solid throws. Last year, I mean, the Chicago Bears won like 6-7 games last year, and that was Justin Fields. And Fields really not a throwing quarterback; he's a running quarterback. So I think with Caleb Williams, if they can stay healthy, they could be in the playoff mix. They can sneak into the playoff mix if that team is healthy. Because Caleb Williams can actually throw the ball, unlike Fields. Now Fields can throw the ball too, but Fields ain't better than no Caleb Williams. So Caleb Williams and that team, they're healthy, they could definitely sneak into the playoffs. He's got a good arm, great eyes down the field. If you're open, he throw it to you. And I think if you watch Fields play, there were a lot of plays where guys were open and Fields just stared at them. He wouldn't throw it to them. He'll just take off and run. So Caleb Williams and his team, man, they're gonna be a spooky team if those guys can stay healthy, click, and build momentum. So he's pretty good outside the pocket and inside the pocket. He don't just run. He go through his reads. So he'll be solid. He's gonna be solid.
Yeah, because they're saying that the Bears have never had a quarterback to throw over 4,000 yards, and they say this potentially could be the year that they have one that throws over 4,000 yards. So
this can be the year because you got. Here's why that's possible. Because he already had DJ Moore. And guess who else they signed? You know?
No, I don't. No.
They also signed Keenan Allen from the Chargers. So now they got two guys. They got two guys that I know for sure that Williams can throw the ball to. Kenyon Allen,
Hmm.
and DJ Moore. Those two together gonna be that's solid. Those two are solid. And then they got somebody else that I can't name. They got a couple of dudes I know they can get the ball to. And Kenyon Allen going to that team is going to help Caleb Williams because he's a guy, he's going to draw two defenders at times. And DJ Moore, he could draw two defenders at times. So the Bears going to be solid if Williams can just stay healthy. And I can see Williams throwing for 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. I can see it.
Now, the Bears, are they a young team? They're a relatively young team, right?
They're pretty young. Now, Kenyon Allen's like in his 30s. So Allen's in his 30s. And DJ Moore is kind of up there a little bit. Not a whole lot, but he kind of, yeah. I would say if I did the top 5 youngest teams, the Bears would definitely be there.
Gotcha. Now, I know HC Picks was mentioning Aaron Rodgers earlier, but the thing that I'm concerned about Aaron Rodgers, I believe he's turning 40 this year, right? I think he's turning 40 this year.
Right. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers turning 40.
No, he's either turning 40 this year or he's turning 41, whichever one.
I'm thinking
one of the major concerns about Aaron Rodgers has always been his health, right? And you got to remember, he's coming off an Achilles injury, right? Those Achilles are it's a different animal with an Achilles, especially at his age.
He's turning 41 this year.
Oh, he's turning 41. Okay, my bad.
He'll be 41 December 2nd.
Right. So my thing is, if he's 100% health, the thing is, the major concern about Aaron Rodgers is health. It's always come down to health, right? If he's healthy, do you think that we get the old Aaron Rodgers of old, where he can potentially lift this team into the Super Bowl or even into the quarterfinals?
If Aaron Rodgers is healthy with this defense, man, a whole lot's possible. I mean, shit. I mean, this defense, the way they play, with the healthy Aaron Rodgers, should they easily championship, or if not championship, at least conference championship. Hell yeah.
That's the team I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. I think I'm going to definitely keep an eye on the Jets. But I'm really interested in what Aaron Rodgers is going to do with the new team. Really interested in that. And I'm also going to keep an eye on the Packers as well, because I really like their quarterback. I like Love. I like him. Pause. But I really think they can do something with him. I will be honest. I like what I saw from him in the playoffs. I really do.
Yep. The only thing is that we gotta is that two things have to happen for us to go to Super Bowl. We have to be better in takeaways, and we have to take care of the ball. So Jordan Love can't have those interceptions. So he has to take care of the ball, and we have to take the ball away.
Right.
Because that's what happened in 2011 when the Packers won that Super Bowl. Look at all the three. Look at the 3 games prior to the Super Bowl. When the Packers played the Bears, the Packers had at least 1 or 2 takeaways. When they played the Eagles, everybody forget Michael Vick threw a pick. He threw the ball somebody's helmet, and Charles Woodson picked it off. That was a takeaway. Then with another game, so all 3 games before the Super Bowl, the Packers had takeaways. And when it got to the Super Bowl, they had another takeaway because they strip sacked Ben, and Raji went it back for a touchdown. So every game that year in the playoffs up until the Super Bowl, we had at least 1 or 2 takeaways. So if we can't take the ball away, and that's that's not gonna. If we can't take the ball away, we're not gonna win the Super Bowl. So we had to be able to get takeaways, and we got to take care of the football, especially in the second half of games. Because I don't care how much yards somebody runs on you. If you can take the ball away, And then a third thing, we have to get better at red zone defense. Red zone defense has to be a thing. I'm gonna name you four things I think we could win a Super Bowl off of. Red zone
Right.
defense, red zone defense, run defense, takeaways, and not turn the ball over. If those four things can fall in our favor, we win in the Super Bowl. Hands down. Those are the four things that is a must. Red zone defense, takeaways, taking care of the ball, and run defense. Because stopping a run is pivotal, especially when you're playing the
Facts.
49ers and the 49ers and the Lions and the Eagles, they all run the ball. So you got to be able to stop that, and you want to have success in this league. And you got to be able to take the ball. And also, a fifth thing, you have to be able to get pressure on quarterbacks to win Super Bowls. When the Packers won their Super Bowl, look at how much pressure they put on Ben. Ben had to run for his life. The whole game he was running all over the field, trying to get a throw down the field. So I think if we want to go to the Super Bowl, we're gonna have to get pressure onto Brock Purdy. Can't let him just stay in the pocket and look around, make throws. Got to get him on the ground. If not, get him on the ground, force him all the way out the pocket, make him make a Pat Mahomes throw
Mhm.
all game. Get him out of there. So those are the things, man.
When is it? So when does the season officially start? Was it Monday?
No, it's September 6th.
Oh, September 6th. Okay.
So
Are you sure?
just under a month.
No, it can't be. How's they having preseason games already?
Hold on, let me see.
No, it can't be. They just had a couple preseason games today. It can't be. Let me look it up.
Well, yeah. So basically for the Packers, we play the Broncos August 18th. We play the Ravens August 24th. Then our first game's at nighttime, September 6th, 7:15 p.m.
Okay, it starts on the. Oh yeah, you're right. September 5th. You're right. September 5th. That's strange. How come they had preseason games already though?
I mean, because you're gonna play a few of them
Okay,
each week. You play one game.
gotcha. I thought they were gonna cut down on the preseason games, and they were gonna. They were
I
saying
thought
they're
they
gonna have less
should,
preseason.
but I don't like the new kickoff rule. That rule's dumb.
I think you're gonna get warm. You gotta get warmed up to it, man. I think once you get warmed up to it, I think your mind will change.
Hell no, because right now that rule is gonna cause somebody to get hurt, man. Guys can get hurt with that rule. That rule is dangerous because the guys are too close to each other. Way too close. It's easy to run and try to tackle somebody. You step on somebody's leg. Telling you, they're too close to each other.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, man. Well, that's it for me, man. I gotta get up early tomorrow, but it's nice chopping it up with y'all, man. I gotta bounce. Got work tomorrow.
Ifmas old, man. You gotta work tomorrow?
Yeah, man. I gotta work today, man. I gotta do some bills. Gotta get paid, man.
Damn.
I'm gonna start early, and then I'm gonna hopefully finish by the afternoon, and then I'm good for the rest of it.
So what are you doing? Instacart or Lyft?
I'm gonna be doing Instacart. I like to do it.
How many orders you gotta do? You start early?
Yeah, I start early. That's why I like to do it early, and then I got the whole afternoon. It's my weekend thing, man. I do my regular job. How many orders I do a day? I don't really do a lot, to be honest with you. I do like Probably around 5. I don't do a lot. It's the driving that's the pain in the ass. It's just like getting the orders and then dropping them off, and that's the pain in the ass about doing it. But
Yeah, driving sound like a hassle.
yeah, and then
That
if you
sound like
don't find, the problem is too, if you don't find what they're looking for, that becomes a pain too. Like you don't find
if
like
you don't find what you're looking for, what do you do then?
well, there's two things you can do. You can cancel it, cancel the item. You can cancel the item if you don't find it, or you can contact the customer and ask if they will take a substitute, if they'll take something else that's similar to the item that they want. So you can text them and say, "Hey, I found something else that's kind of similar to it. Would you take this instead?" And if they say yes, then you just add it. It's not a big deal.
That's Instacart. Instacart's a pretty good job when you're getting customers, but like, let's say you know it's kind of flat and you're not getting orders. You're just sitting there.
Yeah, that could be a pain. I'm not gonna lie.
Because there's some people that at Walmart that do Instacart orders, and they be sitting in their car waiting for an order to pop up.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
like,
know what I'm
man,
doing?
that's
I'm
pretty
doing
jam.
I do other things while I'm waiting for an order though. So I don't just sit there and do nothing waiting for an order. I'm doing something else, and then when an order pops up, I'm like, oh, okay, good. I'm gonna go take care of this. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm sitting there waiting all day for an order. I'm doing other things while I'm taking orders. You know what I mean?
Right. And also too infamous is that when people are when people are sitting in the parking lot waiting for orders to pop up, that makes no sense because if you just drive your car to a different lot or different area, an order might just pop up based off you moving around.
Well, you know what they
But if
do?
you
They
sit
give
there,
you
you
a
see
map.
it inside.
Well, I'll tell you how it works. They give you a map and they tell you where the hot zones are. Like, so they tell you where the areas are where the orders are coming in. So there's kind of really no excuse to be, unless you want to do it by yourself and be in an area that you think an order might pop up, but they actually tell you on a map through the app where the orders are. So you go to that area and then it will say something like, you're going to receive an order between 5 to 15 minutes. So it will actually tell you that. So, yeah.
But that's the problem though, is that people like doing when you do it on your own and you're just sitting in, and a lot of people they don't want to drive that far to get orders. I'm like, for me, if you're trying to make money, sometimes you might have to you might have to drive a little far to get that
That is
bread.
true. That is true. That is true. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you do have to drive to a certain area that's a little far off from where you're at just to get good orders. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta think too, if you go to the right neighborhood, shit. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Because people want to get all the orders at one store. You know what I'm saying?
Mike, you know what you yeah, go ahead.
No, go
No,
ahead. What you saying?
I was saying, you know what I was thinking that you should do for your channel? You remember you should, you know how everybody has their little shorts that they put on their channel, like their little TikTok shorts, or they do a little shorts.
Right.
You know what you should do? Let's be honest, we've had some classic debates, roast sessions. There's been some classic stuff that you've had in your archives, bro. Either from me, either from Texas, from Wait What. You should cut those up into little shorts, man. I'm telling you, you would get a lot of views from that, bro. Some of those little debates that we've had, some of those battles that we've had, like some of those things, if you cut them up, and even if you need to get FYF to edit it for you, get him to edit it for you and make those into little shorts. I'm telling you, bro, you'll blow up off that. Do you have all those old videos saved? Because I don't know how it works.
Yep, it's on your
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
video.
make them into little shorts. Telling you, like some of those debates, make them into little shorts, man. Even the roasting sessions, the sessions where I was roasting Wait What, where Texas was roasting Wait What, even some of those you can cut them into little shorts. You know, I'm telling you, man, you're sitting on a gold mine, man. Some of them shorts would be hella funny. You put those little things into shorts, or you put them on TikTok or whatever, those things will have people cracking up, bro. It's up to
Everybody
you,
be
bro.
dying laughing.
I'm telling you, we had some classic, bro. You remember some of those old sessions where we had with Wait What? When Wait What used to come on? We used to roast the hell out of Wait What.
Well, he used to get cooked real bad.
He used to get cooked all the time. And then we had there was some classic ones with even Randomizer, some classic ones with Texas and Randomizer. Like there's so many, even what do you call it? Mingle Jester caught some strays. Like there's tons of stuff that you can make into shorts, bro. Even the old ones. Make those into shorts and put them on TikTok, man. That would definitely help your TikTok following would grow immensely. Because I'm sure people will be like, "What the hell?" Like, it would be funny. It would definitely be funny.
It definitely will be legendary.
Bro, we've had some legendary discussions, man. We've had some legendary roasts. There's been some legendary roasts, even some with TJ, even some of them old TJ ones. Like there's so many. Like you're sitting on a gold mine, bro. You could even put on some of your runs, some of your basketball pickup games. You're sitting on a gold mine, bro. You got a lot of material that you can chop up. You can chop up and use.
That should be funny as hell.
I'm telling you, do it, man. Do it. Do it. But anyways, go, Mike. I gotta run, man. You have a good one, man. I gotta bounce.
You too, man.
All right, Playboy. Peace.
All right, peace.
Thank you.